y'all, it's Shannon. So I'm going to hope two things. One, that this goes well. Two, that I don't have peanuts in my teeth because I've been snacking on them for the last little bit, and that could happen. It looks okay, so we're just going to go with it. And if not, I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments below, but oops, my bad. So I have some stuff I've ordered from Olive Nation over the last few months. If you don't know, Olive Nation is an online place with like all sorts of flavorings and food type options. If you've been watching this channel long enough, you know I love food. And I've needed a few things, and I am in the midst, is what I will call it, of a massive cocoa powder beat down, smack down, I don't know what you really want to call it, like testing phase, I guess, to try out a bunch of different cocoa powders, because I have one that I have loved for probably the last 3 years, and I still love it. I cherish it. It is probably my favorite cocoa powder I've ever used. No, it isn't. It is my favorite cocoa powder I've ever used. That being said, that means it's really expensive, and I haven't been able to get as good a deal on it as I used to be able to, so you know. Anyhow, oh, and just to like give a disclaimer, I have a box down here that I'm kind of having to go back and forth, so I'm gonna attempt to cut out most of that stuff for y'all, but I am not the grandmaster of editing, so if that doesn't happen, my bad. And I'll try to make it as not noisy as possible, because I do think sometimes that can get very grating on the nerves. But let's start with this off, because I got some good stuff, y'all. First thing I got, I think this should surprise no one, is a 32-ounce container of organic vanilla bean paste. The organic thing doesn't, like, I'm not going to get into it with someone, but I'm just going to leave it at that it doesn't bother me whether it's organic or not. I got this strictly based on the fact that this was the most cost-effective one to get, and I go through a lot of vanilla, and I like to have multiple varieties of vanilla available in my repertoire to bake with. So for me, it's a really nice thing to have. I've actually already been through an entire one of these, and I have friends that own a patisserie, and I bought 2 of them for them, and they love this stuff, especially at the price with what vanilla bean paste is. I'm not sure it's going to even be that price by the time this video goes up. Actually, I better move that. That's kind of a wobbly table, so we'll just set this over here. But this is a really good vanilla bean paste. If it's still an amazing price, go check it out. It is olivenation.com. I think they ship everywhere, but I'm not sure. I know for sure US and I want to say Canada maybe, but I don't know. You'd have to double check. But they have lots and lots of wonderful products. They have a lot of their own, which is what this is, and I am a huge fan of their stuff. In additional vanilla news, I also picked up vanilla powder. Now this is vanilla powder, not vanillin powder. I'm just gonna go off on a little rant / lesson of life, or not really lesson of life, but just so you know. So there is stuff called vanilla powder that's not really that's not real vanilla. It's vanillin, which is an offshoot. I want to say it's like a part of a tree. It's an extract from like a tree bark. I don't remember exactly. Hold on, I can look it up. Okay, so vanillin is a phenolic aldehyde, which is an organic compound with the molecular formula C8H8O3. Its functional groups include, okay, let's skip this. So basically it's an artificial vanilla flavoring. Let's skip on down here. Okay. Yeah, and it's used by the food industry. Ethyl vanillin, basically, vanilla and ethyl vanillin. Ethyl vanillin is more expensive but has a stronger note. It differs from vanilla. Anyways, okay, so natural vanilla extract is a mixture of several hundred different compounds in addition to vanillin. Artificial vanilla flavoring is often a solution of pure vanillin, usually of synthetic origin. So if you get clear vanilla extract, and then usually it'll say like artificial underneath. So because of the scarcity and expense of natural vanilla extract, synthetic preparation of it is a predominant component in the industry, basically. And vanillin is basically like one of the components of it. Anyways, there's 2 different kinds of vanilla powders, what I'm getting at. You can get vanilla powder, and just you have to pay attention when you read. It'll say vanillin, and then you'll have vanilla powder, which says that it is vanilla extract powder. So this is a vanilla bean extract powder in a dextrose base. So it is actually vanilla extract that has been, well, this one has been put in a base of dextrose, because if you are a big fan of Alton Brown or what's that other group? Now I'm having a moment. But if you like the food gastronomy, food science, if you're a food nerd like me, there are different powders like maltodextrin powder. You can use it to like make olive oil powder, so that's kind of how this one's made. I have another one where it is made similar to the way they make malt extract, which is powdered malt extract, which is they spin it through these sieves really fast and it blows it. It's a really cool process. I'm very nerdy, and I also brew my own beer. I'm the full package, I know. So anyway, so this is real vanilla powder, and when I say real vanilla powder, I mean it's made from vanilla extract. So I was really excited. This was a good deal. This stuff's really pricey. I previously ordered some from Vanilla Nation, or Bee-Nilla, not Vanilla Nation. This is Olive Nation. I'm very confused today. From Bee-Nilla, I love that stuff. It is the one that I'm talking about that is made like a malt extract powder, where it is like evaporated and it's just done so fast. It's so cool. Like, Google the process if you're like a sciencey nerd like me. So this is really cool. I thought this would be good to try and to see if it would be a good cost alternative, because it is considerably less expensive than the other one I did, and this is just in a dextrose base. I want to say dextrose it's a sugar of some sort. I can't remember anything right now. So I thought, like I said, I'm rambling, I'm sorry. I thought this would be a really good option to try. If I like it, I want to buy a really large bag if I can still get a good price, because that is the thing. These things are all subject to change based on the market and what's available, what's not available, how expensive is vanilla. All these things like really can affect the price of this. So I am, like I said, if this is a good deal, I will probably try and order some more if I really like it, because I thought this would be a really fun thing to make into gifts for the holidays. And I have a whole bunch of small like spice jars, and I always love to give spices and stuff for the holidays. I don't know, I think I'm odd like that, especially for my family members that like to cook, which is the majority of them. I always like to try and discover new spices, new herbs, new extracts, new things for them to try. So like last year I bought stuff from Amaretti and I gave that out to some of my family, and then I got stuff from Savory and Spice out of Denver, and I just gave them. I like to do that sort of thing. To me it's thoughtful, because I was like, you might have one family member that really loves to bake and another that really likes coffee or tea and likes flavoring in that, and then you have the other one that likes the barbecue or whatever. So I don't know, I always feel like it's a way to personalize a gift, because you can find things that are very personal to those people and their tastes and their preferences. And I don't know, I just really like to give spices, I guess. So I haven't gotten any complaints so far. Then I picked up the French vanilla extract. This is the natural. This is the 8-ounce size. I picked this up because I wanted to try it and see how it compared to the French vanilla extract compound I bought from Amaretti. I really like the one that Amaretti has. They also have I think I have the industrial compound. I really want to get their full compound, which is, I want to say, several times stronger than that one. It's also more expensive, and so I wanted to, again, like, compare and contrast. I am that girl. I was like, I want to compare and contrast, and then the one I like the best, that's the one I'll probably stick with. Although what usually ends up happening for me is I was like, oh, I like this one for vanilla cookies, but I like that one for chocolate cookies, and I like the other one for like brownies or mousse or something. Sometimes I find that it works. I like to have options and varieties. Then I picked up some butter vanilla emulsion, and this stuff is just really handy to have because it gives a nice buttery vanilla flavor to any cookies or anything you make. And I just find personally I really enjoy having the multiple kinds of like vanilla type flavorings. I think vanilla is a very underrated flavoring that's used a lot that most people don't really have a great understanding of. Again, it's something that I could like talk about, I feel like, for a while. I'm very interested in it. I'm interested in the market. I think that like the process it takes to get a single vanilla bean is kind of amazing. the amount of time it has to be fermented, and then depending on the variety or what it's going to be used for, sometimes there's like double fermentation process. It and chocolate and some of these other things, the process to get to a finished product like this, because I recognize that this is an emulsion and it's definitely not the same compounds, not the same. So there's pieces of this that are all in this, but you know what I mean, like the vanilla in here. So I think what it takes to get to this is like really, really like to think about and know, and like all that goes into making that is amazing. I was like, hands down. Then I got the vanilla butter and nut flavor. I really wanted to try this. It has, what is it? Natural vanilla, butter, nut flavors, whatever that means. I just thought this would be good to have. Again, I really like to have multiple kinds of vanilla type flavorings on hand to use, because I'll find, like I said, sometimes I really prefer one type of creation versus the other, and I am that person that variety is the spice of life, and it's vanilla, so I really want to try the different ones out there. I definitely feel like I can taste a difference depending on what I'm using it in. So like Mexican vanilla, I personally prefer Mexican vanilla in a more savory type of dish, and yes, vanilla can be used savory, because to me it is like really smoky. Tahitian, I just like it hands down. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably one of my favorite ones. I've only tried a few different ones, and then I've tried like Madagascar and the Papua New Guinea, and I really like those as general kind of all-purpose type ones. But the Tahitian one, I love it in everything because it's such a beautiful floral component. It's not like when some people put rose water or orange blossom water or lavender, like when some people use flowers in desserts, it's too much, like for me at least personally. And so this is just really nice because you get like that slight floral scent to it, and it's like a floral and a sweet. It's really beautiful. It's not overpowering. I love the taste of it. It's so good. And then when you order from Olive Nation, you get to pick a free sample, and I picked double diced lemon peels. So, because I can always use that for something. And in fact, I think I was going to use this for like panettone or something, but we'll just leave this out so hopefully I won't forget. Now, on to the great cocoa powder debate. Although maybe we should make this a second video because of the time that we're already at. I think that's what we'll do. So I think I'm going to pause this video here and say goodnight and talk to you guys later. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions about the different kinds and how they worked out, let me know in the comment section below. I'm happy to talk about it. And, you know, I really enjoy trying different flavorings, seasonings, spices, and things like that. So, you know, I think that's just all part of life and the journey. And I don't know, we're such a global community that I love that I have the opportunity and I'm lucky and blessed enough to be able to try a lot of different things. So I'm really excited. But and so I do partake of it. So yeah, so that is all for this haul. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, let me know in the comment section below. And I'll talk to you later. Have a beautiful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. I'll talk to you later.